Reddit, what's your most I'm with the boomers on this opinion? Touchscreens in cars are a fundamentally bad idea. Physical buttons or similar controls need to be brought back. Distracted driving is at an all-time high. Touchscreen controls literally require you to take your eyes off the road and can create a longer time of inattention due to their complexity. I have an old-ass car with physical controls. I can do dang near anything: radio, climate control, etc. without taking my eyes off the road and in much less time. I want a human customer service operator, not an automated operator or chatbot. I don't need a subscription for everything. No, you don't need my phone number or email, just let me buy my shirt and get the fuck out of the store. Certain things shouldn't require you to download an app and or create a whole account, including ordering food in a restaurant, paying for parking, buying something online, sending a parcel. Music in bars is too loud. Edit to add that I've been a touring musician and live sound technician. I love music, but it actually sounds better at lower volumes, and I want to be able to hear it into my old age. Screw fast fashion, my clothes should be made to last. I'm not rich, so it's unavoidable, but I'm willing to spend extra on clothes that aren't made of plastic, and I do my best to repair my damaged clothing instead of throwing it out. TV is getting too dark. Not emotionally, it is visually too dark and I can't see it. There is an old acronym KISS: keep it simple, stupid. Just because you can make something super flashy, complicated, intriguing, or otherwise impressive, doesn't mean you should. This goes from everything from cars to computer software to movies and film. Trying too hard to make something impressive only leaves you with something that may look pretty but doesn't have proper support. Not everything needs to connect to the internet or have an app attached to it. I just want my fridge to keep shit cold. I don't understand why we have to bring Wi-Fi into this situation. Physical media, owning books, movies, and music, is far superior to a subscription service, or digital content. Basic home appliances, fridge, washer, dryer, etc. do not need a touchscreen. Sometimes it's faster and easier to just plug something in, instead of dealing with Bluetooth connectivity. There's something nice about knowing how to get it connected and being able to physically disconnect. Electronic devices should be repairable. All of them. TVs and smartphones should last for at least 10 years. How is that we are all environmental friendly but we switch iPhones every 2 or 3 years? Most people don't train their dogs well enough because they treat them like children, then they can't handle them when they're reactive and put people and other dogs in danger. Touchscreen cars are not a good idea. Many things which basically all trace back to sundry get off your fucking phone situations. If you're walking on a crowded sidewalk, get off your fucking phone. It's not the job of other pedestrians to avoid you while you make your vlog. Awareness of your surroundings is important. Tipping has gotten out of control, coming from someone who relies on tips for income. It hurts people who actually should be getting them because now people are extremely agitated about any and all tipping. I was just at a music festival and a guy who exchanges your cash for drink tickets, not even the person who pours the beverage, had an iPad with tip options starting at 18. When you're in a public place, you should respect others around you but not being disruptive with your behavior. For example, not playing music on your phone without headphones while on a bus, in a restaurant, etc. Give me back my headphone jack. I'm not downloading a fucking app to use your menu. Every damn thing is a subscription. Music? Subscription. Movies? Subscription. TV shows? Subscription. Heat your ass while you're driving? Subscription. Really? Oh, sorry, I'm a boomer. I'll leave now. I've got quite a few, but my biggest one is: products aren't made to last anymore. Planned obsolescence has to stop. Here's where I differ from boomers. Not only is it bad for the environment, it's shitty justification for making terrible products. Standard headlights on new automobiles are too bright. Literally being blinded by every other car during the daytime, wondering if their brights are on. I prefer reading on paper, not on screen. I work with software security, and the more I learn in this field, the more it makes me allergic to smart home devices. I'm convinced they are for people who don't know how they work, which is what they are banking on. And these devices are most certainly not smart. Along the same line for home appliances. If it needs an app to operate, it's a shitty device and you're making a mistake. Coca-Cola tastes better out of glass bottles than plastic bottles. Physical keyboards are better than virtual keyboards. I like physically owning the movies you love. I have friends who love the movie and watch it on Netflix whenever they can. And then Netflix removes it. And if it's a rare find, then you might never see it again. Owning a physical copy means you get to keep it and cherish it forever. And if you're on a plane, where the movie options can sometimes be garbage, a handheld Blu-ray player is your answer. Also, I love the artwork of Blu-ray covers. Another reason to have a physical copy. Things aren't made like they used to be. Everything you buy now is so cheaply manufactured. Even high-end furniture uses cheap particle board and crappy joinery. We bought a pretty high-end couch a few years back and it's barely holding together. Thanks everyone for commenting and thank you for the award. I've been on Reddit since 2008 and have never had a comment get this much action. I'd rather interact with a real person instead of dealing with automated phone voices or customer service bots on websites. Social media is poison, he says on Reddit. Most features in cars should have buttons. Want to turn on your heated seat? Button, not scroll through 3 screens. A lot of products were made better in the past. Pyrex is a prime example, but there's thousands more. Planned obsolescence as a consequence of prioritizing quarterly profits over customer satisfaction is another nail in the coffin of this current version of the economy we live in. Social media is pretty toxic. It's amazing how much better my mental health got after deleting Facebook. Although ironically, seems boomers have made the switch to being all over FB, Twitter, etc. Also, as someone else posted, you really don't need to publicly post every second of your life. I've gotten to the point of mildly cringing on the occasions I pull out Snapchat and see someone posting 15-20 photos of a single night. Social media is the reason for a lot of problems. Get off my lawn. I don't really know if this is a boomer opinion per se, but you don't need to document everything you do and post it to your social media. Sometimes it's better to just live in the moment and enjoy what's happening around you. Make your kids go outside and play. They need hours of playtime in fresh air and socializing. Stop keeping them cooped up on computer games. I had to teach my 11 and 12-year-old nephews how to ride bikes last summer because they never learned how. They were never outside long enough. Their parents still don't let them go outside. Having to create a username and password to join just about anything online is a royal pain in the ass. Good gravy, this got way more attention than I was expecting. I will check out Password Manager seeing as it is highly recommended. For the record, I often see boomers much more fed up with computer requirements that require jumping through hoops more than younger generations. I don't think younger generations love these irritating requirements, but if anyone feels this is not a boomer opinion, I really don't have the energy or care enough to argue. I absolutely hate speaking to machines, which is why I hate having an Alexa in the home. Also, having smart lights, in which we have to use an app to turn on and off lights in our home. A standard light switch would do. Just because I pay for something on a tablet or kiosk, doesn't mean I should have to tip the person holding it. I'm all for tipping waitstaff, but these days you can't buy anything without getting a tip request from whatever payment processor they use. Sometimes I do just want a grill. More electronics in cars is just more stuff that can malfunction that are harder to fix. Soda tastes better when cane sugar is used. And if you really love a movie, TV show, or album, go buy it on the physical format of your choice. Also, I really like the movie theater experience. Really, outside of my politics, I'm not really in tune with my generation. I could probably list a bunch of opinions of mine that are probably boomer. Less an opinion but related. Stock lots of canned good. Works good in pinch and saved my butt when COVID first hit and it was impossible to get any food. I try to always keep at least a few days worth of food and canned good around, just in case. Googling recipes while cooking and having to read everyone's life story and family history to get to the ingredients drives me batshit insane. I've gone back to cookbooks. I prefer physical menus over QR codes. Millennial. I agree that sometimes at work you need to pick up the phone because it's easier than sending text message back and forth. Things were made to last back in the day, and it was very easy to fix when broken. Cars, appliances, etc. Nothing is made to last anymore, and it's very difficult to fix. Anything that needs an app to operate is probably garbage and won't last very long. You should really put your phone down when you're out to eat with people. Maybe it's because I grew up with that rule, but I know when I'm getting lunch with a friend or something I find it incredibly irritating when they're on their phone at it. Holy shit, my first award? Strangers should not be on my lawn. Kids shouldn't touch any electronic devices until a certain age. I work in tech, but if I ever have kids I will still enforce this rule. It makes me sad to see 1-year-old babies glued to phones.
I hope you all are doing well, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video. If you have something to say critically or otherwise, leave a comment. And if you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe to see more of it. I hope you all have wonderful and fulfilled lives.